Come in.
Hi, Dr. Brown.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
We're good.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
So, what brings you to my office?
We have a few questions about the assignment that you gave us.
Okay,
We're a little confused about where to start.
Yes.
okay. Just ask your questions and I'm sure to clarify what you guys got going on. Okay, what's the first step?
Yeah, we don't know where to start.
I'm completely lost on this assignment.
I'm surely here to help you guys. Well, the first step to actually having a great speech or even good step of having a speech is identifying potential speech topics. Which in the sense of that, I say of that is the first step to speech, which are subject and topic. That's your first step to all of that. Did any guys know what those are?
No.
No? Okay, if I break it down for y'all, it's okay. Alright? Your subject is basically, it's a broad area of knowledge. You guys know any examples to the subject by any chance?
For me, music would be the subject, but a topic would be like rap.
I like it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's basically where you guys start off from in becoming a great speech. Is your subject and your topic.
So, like she was saying, her subject would be music.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the topic would be rap.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so since you wrote down that subject is music,
How do we know that that's a good topic?
Great
Subject.
question. Great question. Well, basically, let's make it realistically now. What do you guys like? What do you like? What do you love in that sense?
like in music-wise?
Yeah, let's say what I said. Let's use that as an example so we can stay on topic. Music.
Well,
and the
I
topic.
like classical music, but I know not everyone likes it.
What do you like about classical?
It just relaxes me and it helps me get through my day when I'm not having a good day.
Okay. What do you like? What's yours?
I like country music.
Really?
Yeah.
But not everybody likes country music.
Everybody likes.
But you see something in that country music that everybody doesn't see. So that's a great thing. That's something you love. What about you?
Rap.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. So each one of y'all told me a different thing that each one of y'all love. There's somebody in our class right now that likes something that each one of you guys like.
Mhm.
So basically, yeah.
I kind of get what you're saying. Like, we could project our love for our topic onto the audience, and
And see and basically just get their feedback off of it. Because some people, like I said, they're gonna have likes and dislikes about it. You just gotta feed off of what they like. Feed off of them. Make them wanna listen to what you're saying. You know what I'm
Learn more
saying?
about your
Convince them why you like country or why you like classic or why you like rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So basically like that. Make it your own. Make it your own. Okay, guys. Since you got a little portion of the main ideas of making a great speech, you see we done covered the subject and we done covered the topic. Now there's a piece that's missing. Basically, it's called brainstorming. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys heard that term before, but what do you guys think, in y'all opinion, what brainstorming is about?
Throwing out ideas.
Okay.
Drawing out a map.
Okay.
Yeah. When we used to write or when you write an essay, you always brainstorm what you want to put in the essay.
Exactly, because brainstorming is a big piece to the puzzle of doing a topic. Because basically, you have your topic. If you don't have ideas for the topic, how you gonna make up your whole speech? Basically, examples of country music. There's different types of country music, ain't it? There's different types of people with country music. There's a different way that people, I guess, would say, sing or rap their country music, and that goes well with rap, and that goes well with classic. Everybody has an idea of it, basically, but the ideas behind it plays a big part into it. You
Yeah.
know, so if you just throw out ideas and everything with that, basically come along, there goes your topic, and now you have ideas to basically back up your topic. So for your audience, you have basically something, you're gonna throw them a topic, you always gotta have something to back it up with, ideas, scenarios, or anything in that portion to make your topic make sense.
And enjoyable.
And to draw the crowd in, basically. So again, we done covered the main points of creating or making a great speech. Now we're gonna follow something into the audience wise. You know what I'm saying? Let's take ourselves out the picture and put the audience in it. So basically, we're gonna move on to a topic basically called ethical use of audience data. In a sense, to break that all down, so I don't have to, just tell y'all like word for word off the book. Basically, it's summarizing and saying, think of the audience in a sense, like gather data from the audience. Like take your time and actually like, I don't want to say take your time and ask each person what they like and what they don't like in that sense, but in the sense of be mindful of everybody else in a sense when you pick your topic or when you're actually speaking to somebody, because you never know what could happen. Somebody can get offended by what you're saying. For example, as when you said earlier about rap, certain people, like let's say like Susan in your class, you know what I'm saying, she didn't grow up on rap. So, or in a sense of, you're listening to rap music, there's a phrase that's saying, oh, I'm finna slap your mom. In that sense, you know what I'm saying, somebody can take offense to that. You might not take offense to that because you actually know what the song is about and you're not really gonna go out there and slap your mom, but somebody else that, in a sense, I don't wanna say didn't grow up in our generation or anybody else in that sense, they'll take that in an offense, but when we're not taking it in an offense. So you really gotta be careful with your wording and how everything is like setting out. But just know this, at the end of the day, not everybody's going to agree with your topic or your statement or your speech in this sense. No matter what you do to try to convince them, you can try your best to convince them. You can bring them in, give them ideas, give them the pros and the cons about your speech and everything like that. And at the end of all of that, they can still not agree. But at least you took the time out to try to convince them or bring them in or bring it into your world in the same sense of trying to relate to them in their sense. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of, like we say, example, music in that sense. So, but never stereotype somebody, never stereotype your audience or anything in that sense. And also just really be mindful of what you're saying. Still get your point across, but also be mindful. I know that's hard in a sense to say, but, that's modern day. So try your best with that. And now, in another sense of relating to your audience is analyzing the occasion, basically like your surroundings. Mm-hmm. Or ask yourself these type of questions in the sense of like, what is the intended purpose of the speech?
For me, it's like explaining why my favorite genre of music is rap. So that would be my intended purpose of my speech.
Okay, anybody else gotta give me an example of their intended purpose?
If my topic was country music, if we're on the music subject, then mine would also be letting other people know why I like country.
So basically just relating, like basically everything's the same with all y'all, just relating in that sense of the topic and everything.
Right.
Okay, and another question could be that you could ask yourself is, what is the expected length?
You don't want to bore the audience with just one specific.
Great, yeah, you want to like broaden them basically, like
Yes.
expand their minds.
On why she likes country or why I like classical, why she likes rap.
Great, because you don't know why they falling asleep.
I want to include them.
Yeah, make them feel like.
Into my world.
Exactly, make them feel like, oh, I'm finna listen to this song with her, or this says, make them feel like they're important, or you're important, because everybody's important, you know? Yeah. That's great. And another question you can ask yourself is, just FYI, these are the 5-step questions that you should ask yourself, in the sense of you creating your speech or whatever that sense is. So, the third question that you can ask yourself is, where would a speech be given?
For us, it's all classrooms.
Oh yeah, simple. Classrooms, audience, event, anything like that in that sort of.
Well, obviously not at a family funeral.
Oh, of course not. But in a sense, you are making not a speech, but you are making. You can use speech in the funeral. Don't knock it. So another question you can ask yourself is, when would a speech be given?
At appropriate time. For example, if I had to bring it up in class.
Yeah, class. Something in that sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, in that sense. And your last question is, what equipment is necessary and available?
Like an aid to your speech.
Yeah, basically, I would say like,
Like a microphone?
Oh yeah.
that's an example, microphones. You also use your projectors, your board, stuff in that sense. Something that like basically displays like your vision of what you're talking about, because
Right.
you can use that. So like I said, in the sense of bringing the audience involved, showing them in a sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody learns differently, right?
Yeah,
So if you
everybody,
wanna get
exactly,
someone to
everybody learns,
understand
everybody's
what
not
you're
gonna learn
saying.
off you talking to them or talking to them, they're not gonna sit there and visualize. You got some people who actually wanna see what you're talking about, even if it's just like a picture, PowerPoint, or a video,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in that sense. And your main point of making a great speech or a topic, we're gonna go, it's basically we're going back to what we originally talked about, but in the sense of how do you select your topic?
I would say something that I'm very passionate about,
Mm-hmm.
but also be mindful of who I'm gonna deliver that speech to.
Exactly.
Where.
Exactly, because your topic, you're not just gonna pick some boring topic of like, oh, George Washington. If I assigned you George Washington, you're not gonna be interested in that. So I'm gonna think about you in a sense, because you select your own topic, you talk about something you love, then you're gonna keep talking. You're gonna want to get into your speech basically, because you ask me about football. Yeah, I'm a teacher and all, but you ask me about football, I can sit down and talk to you for a whole 3 hours of this class and tell you everything I know about football, because that's something I like and I like to do and I love to do. So selecting a topic is a very important sense of all of this.
Before we make our speech.
Steps into hopefully making or creating you guys a great speech. And the questions y'all have asked me about all the steps it took about subject, topic, your audience, and everything else, all in general. So now your last part of making a great speech, you know, basically is your desire, or as I should say, your speech goals. So basically, what do you want to get out of this speech in a sense, or you know, your audience? What are the reaction that you want to get out of them, or even in the sense of your own desires? You know, what did you get out of making your own speech? What did you want to do with that speech? Did you want to, hopefully your speech will relate to somebody else's everyday life, or catch somebody's attention about what's going on in the civilized world, or things going on in general in your life, or even you want to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? What are your goals in your speech? Your speech goals, your desires, and everything. Go ahead.
I want my audience to be more open to, for example, classical music.
Okay.
It's not
Great.
boring, like everyone thinks it's boring.
Okay. Nice. Who else?
I want others to understand why I find country music entertaining.
Okay. Makes sense.
I want to inform the audience more about maybe like different types of rap that they're not like familiar with, and like why I think it's great.
Okay. So basically, your main goal is to convince everybody that each one of y'all subjects is, you know, reliable, or basically just to get their attention, and maybe even, you know, maybe they'll go and now listen to a country song, or listen to a classic or rap, or even like just give it a chance, and maybe even come back and say, hey, she told me this music was this. Now I see it in a different sense, or in a different aspect of my life, and now hopefully it will help me, and I can spread it on to somebody else, and then they continue. You never know where your speech is going to take somebody, or take other people. So as long as you're satisfied with your speech, and you got somebody's attention, and then you put your word out there with the speech and everything, you know, those are basically like your steps of becoming, or not becoming, I should say, or creating and making a great speech. If you follow all those steps and make it your own, your speech will work out perfect, and I promise you that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
That was a
Problem.
good lesson.
Anytime. Anytime. Anytime.